March 13, 1997. Across the state of Arizona, something unusual appears in the night sky. At first, it is just a series of lights, silent, moving slowly, too structured to be random, too large to be ignored. Witnesses begin to call local authorities, then radio stations, then each other. Within hours, reports spread across multiple cities. People step outside their homes and look up. What they describe is not a single light, but a massive formation, moving steadily across the sky, without sound, without clear explanation. What began as isolated sightings quickly becomes one of the most widely observed aerial events in modern history. This is the Phoenix Lights incident. Welcome to the Unexplained archives. Real cases, real witnesses, no clear explanations. Each episode documents events that were officially recorded, investigated, and archived, yet never fully explained. No forced conclusions, only what is known and what remains unanswered. The state of Arizona is no stranger to clear night skies. With low light pollution in many areas, it provides ideal conditions for observing stars and aircraft. On the evening of March 13th, weather conditions were stable. Visibility was high. There were no storms or unusual atmospheric disturbances reported. The first sightings began shortly after sunset. Witnesses in rural areas reported seeing a formation of lights moving in a distinct pattern. The lights appeared evenly spaced, maintaining a fixed structure as they moved. Some observers described the formation as triangular. Others believed they were seeing a single massive object with lights along its edges. As the lights continued their path, more reports emerged. Drivers stopped their cars along highways. Families gathered outside their homes. Multiple witnesses described the same key detail. The object, or formation, made no sound. Despite appearing large and relatively close, there was no engine noise, no sonic disturbance, only silence. Some witnesses estimated the object to be extremely large, far larger than any conventional aircraft. Others reported that the lights seemed to block out stars behind them, suggesting the presence of a solid structure. As the formation moved southward, sightings expanded toward more populated areas. By the time the lights reached the outskirts of Phoenix, the number of witnesses had increased significantly. Calls were made to local police departments. Radio stations received multiple reports from listeners describing the same phenomenon. Newsrooms began documenting the event as it unfolded. Some witnesses attempted to record the lights using cameras. A limited number of videos and photographs were captured. These recordings showed a series of lights hovering or moving slowly across the sky. However, the footage was often unclear, leaving room for interpretation. As the night progressed, a second set of lights was observed over the Phoenix area. These appeared as stationary or slowly descending points of light. Unlike the earlier formation, these lights did not maintain a structured pattern. In the days following the event, authorities addressed the growing public interest. The United States Air Force stated that some of the lights could be explained as military flares dropped during training exercises. These flares were known to produce bright, slowly descending lights. However, not all witnesses accepted this explanation. Many pointed out that the initial formation, the large, silent structure moving across the sky, did not resemble falling flares. Additionally, the scale and movement described by witnesses appeared inconsistent with that explanation. Investigations continued, but no single explanation accounted for all aspects of the event. One of the most notable aspects of the Phoenix Lights incident is the number of people who reported seeing the phenomenon. Estimates suggest that thousands of witnesses observed the lights that night. Among them were trained professionals, including pilots and former military personnel. Many maintained consistent descriptions of what they saw. Years later, some witnesses continued to stand by their accounts, describing the event not as a distant anomaly, but as something large, structured, and undeniably present in the sky. Lights remain one of the most widely witnessed, unexplained aerial events in modern history. Multiple locations, multiple witnesses, a sequence of events that unfolded over several hours. While some aspects may be explained, others remain unresolved. The original formation, silent, structured, and massive, has never been conclusively identified. The night sky returned to normal, but for those who witnessed it, the memory remained. The case remains open. The archive continues. What do you think really happened? Share your thoughts in the comments. Subscribe for more files from the Unexplained. Not all mysteries are meant to be solved.